day, everyone. I am Lorena Ubud Sabido, and today I will be discussing tile setting essentials. Tile setting essentials are the important things needed to be installed tiles properly. This includes tiles, adhesive, grout, and tools like trowels and spacers. With these essentials, you can achieve a professional looking result that lasts long. First, substrate preparation. Examine the substrate. This is the first and most important step. Ensure it's free from protrusions, loose particles, grease, dust, and other foreign matter. Before installing tiles, you must inspect the concrete base. Look for bumps, cracks, loose stones, dust, or grease. Use steel brushes and water to remove unwanted materials. Use steel brushes, water, and simple cleaning tools to remove dirt and loose particles. A clean concrete base ensures good bonding. A clean and smooth surface allows the mortar to stick better and helps prevent tile detachment in the future. Second, leveling the concrete base. Establish the correct level of the concrete base. Tiles must be placed on a level and properly sloped surface. Use existing elevation marks as references for floor tile installation. Check the correct height or level of the floor using marks or reference points in the room. Note the location of floor drains for proper slope in T and Bs, laundry areas, pages, etc. This is important so that the entire floor will look even once the tiles are installed. For areas like bathrooms, laundry rooms, and pages, consider the direction of water flow. The floor must be slightly sloped toward the floor drain to avoid flooding. Use nylon strings and leveling bars as reference line. These serve as guides to maintain accurate height. Mortar buttons are effective for surface level check. Mortar button can also be used to check and control the level as you install tiles. Third, floor tapping. If needed due to elevation differences, apply concrete tapping over tile adhesive spread on the substrate. Sometimes the floor is too low or uneven. If this happens, apply a concrete tapping to raise or smoothen the surface. Before placing the tapping, spread a thin layer of tile adhesive on the substrate to help the new concrete bond well. This step ensures the tiles will set on an even surface and prevent cracks. Fourth, mortar mixing and usage. Mixing can be done manually. Add tile adhesive and cement in proportion volumes or weights to clean water. Prepare a mixture usable within 3 to 4 hours. Stir with mixing tool, not by hand. Proper mixing is important for strong bonding. You can mix mortar manually using a clean bucket and tools. Combine tile adhesive, cement, clean water in the right proportions. Mix until the texture is smooth and free of lumps. Let the mixture stand for 15 minutes, then mix briefly again. Open time 15 minutes. Time after mortar is applied. Pot life 3 to 4 hours. Time from mixing completion until expiration. Check mortar plasticity by testing its stickiness. Never use expired mortar or mix old with new. So let the mortar rest for 15 minutes after the first mixing. This helps the ingredients activate. And mix again briefly before using. Only prepare enough mortar that you can use within 3 to 4 hours, and this is called the path life. Once spread on the floor, you have only 15 minutes to place the tiles before the mortar starts to dry. Open time. Always check if the mortar is still sticky. If it is no longer sticky, do not use it. Never mix old mortar with new because it weakens the tile bond. Fifth, concrete base wetting. Lightly wet the concrete surface, especially in high temperature or strong winds. The concrete must not be too dry. Lightly wet the surface with water, especially during hot weather or strong winds. This prevents the concrete from absorbing water too quickly from the mortar. If the mortar dries too fast, the tiles will not bond well and may not loosen over time. 6. Tile handling. Do not soak tiles in water. Ensure the underside is free from unwanted materials. For 4.5 times 4.5 tiles, dip lightly in water and stack vertically to remove excess water. Clean tiles create a stronger bond. Do not soak tiles for a long time because this can affect their quality. Simply make sure the underside of each tile is clean with no dust or powder. For small tiles, like 4.5 times 4.5, you may dip them lightly in water to remove dust, then stand them up vertically so excess water can drain. Dry or lightly moist tiles help the mortar grip better. Seventh, mortar application. Apply tile beading mortar to the concrete base, not the tile underside. Avoid battering method. Apply mortar on the concrete base, mortar spreading area, and combing the mortar. And this is how you properly place mortar on the surface. Always spread mortar on the concrete base, not on the back of the tile. Avoid the battering method because it does not give full and even coverage. Work in small sections, only 1 to 2 square meters at a time, to keep the mortar fresh. The recommended thickness of the mortar bed is 6 mm or equal to the depth of your notch trowel. Use a notch steel trowel to comb the mortar. The trowel's teeth create ridges that help the tile settle evenly. Make sure the tips of the notches touch the concrete so the mortar spreads evenly without hollow spaces. This step ensures that the tile will have full support underneath. 8. Fixing the tiles. Install the tiles within 15 minutes before the mortar's open time expires. And this is the actual placement of tiles. You must install the tiles within 15 minutes after spreading the mortar. Place the tile carefully on top of the mortar bed. Press it down firmly and move it slightly left or right. This movement helps spread the mortar and ensure that the tile is fully covered underneath. This prevents hollow sounds and avoids tile detachment later. Always check alignment using tile spacer and reference lines. And the continuation of tile setting essential will be reported by Ronquillo and Tikal.